3 minutes into the broadcast without a shot at Caitlyn Clark.
The world of women's basketball is no stranger to seismic shifts, but few players have shaken the foundations of the sport quite like Caitlyn Clark. Barely 3 minutes into a recent broadcast on our YouTube channel, the conversation turned to the budding superstar, igniting a fiery debate that has fans, analysts, and players buzzing. In just 2 games, the newly formed Unrivaled League has zeroed in on Clark, positioning her at the center of a high-stakes drama that promises to reshape the landscape of professional basketball. What makes Clark such a lightning rod for attention? And how will she navigate the mounting pressure from a league that seems both enamored with and challenged by her meteoric rise? The saga began with a bold claim during the broadcast. Candace Parker, a legend in her own right, declared that the Las Vegas Aces' Chelsea Gray is the best point guard in the world.
We go right onto the broadcast, and straight away, Candace Parker. The Rose have the best point guard in the world. The best point.
It was a statement that landed like a thunderclap, especially given the context. The Unrivaled League, a bold new venture aiming to redefine women's basketball, had taken less than 2 games to crown Gray as the pinnacle of point guard excellence. The assertion was curious, to say the least, considering that Caitlyn Clark, a player who has redefined what it means to dominate the court, exists in the same stratosphere. Was this a genuine oversight, or was the league deliberately sidestepping Clark's brilliance because she chose not to join their ranks? The question hung in the air, sparking a debate that cut to the heart of Clark's impact on the sport. The Caitlyn Clark effect. A star is born. To understand why Caitlyn Clark has become such a focal point, we need to rewind to her origins. Clark's journey began in West Des Moines, Iowa, where her prodigious talent was evident from an astonishingly young age. By 7th grade, she was already receiving recruiting letters from college programs, a testament to her precocious skill.
In this matchup for you guys.
Come on, Andy, you know the question for that. You know the answer for that. What do you mean, how important? She's our point guard. She's our leader. So, come on now, Andy, you know the answer to that. Chelsea's very important.
Yeah, it's insane, Clark recalled in an interview, reflecting on the whirlwind of attention that accompanied her early career. Playing alongside high schoolers as a middle schooler, she held her own, displaying a blend of confidence and court vision that belied her age. Her rise through the ranks of youth basketball was nothing short of meteoric, and by the time she arrived at the University of Iowa, she was poised to rewrite the record books. At Iowa, Clark didn't just play basketball, she revolutionized it. Her deep three-point shooting, pinpoint passing, and ability to control the game's tempo made her a one-woman highlight reel. She shattered NCAA records, including becoming the all-time leading scorer in women's college basketball, surpassing even the legendary Pete Maravich.
You got your first recruiting letter in 7th grade? Is this true?
Yeah.
That's insane. Were you playing with high schoolers at this point?
Yeah, it's honestly sad. Like, we're in college, like...
Her performances drew unprecedented viewership, with games regularly outrating major men's sports events. Caitlyn Clark's game on Sunday did a bigger number than Warriors-Celtics, one analyst noted, underscoring her ability to move the needle in a way the WNBA had long craved. Her impact wasn't confined to statistics, it was cultural. Clark became a beacon for young fans, particularly in Middle America, who saw in her a relatable yet extraordinary figure. Clark's transition to the WNBA was equally transformative. As a rookie with the Indiana Fever, she faced the inevitable growing pains of adapting to the professional game. Critics pointed to her early turnovers and defensive lapses, but Clark silenced them with a historic run. She became the first player, male or female, in NBA or WNBA history to be named Player of the Week for 3 consecutive weeks as a rookie. Each week, her performances grew more dazzling, culminating in a record-setting 19-assist game that showcased her ability to orchestrate an offense with surgical precision.
Clark does it again, folks. 3 straight weeks winning Player of the Week honors as a rookie.
She's not just a scorer or a passer, said Fever coach Stephanie White. She's a leader who carries the weight of the team on her shoulders. Clark's rookie season was a revelation, but it was her off-court impact that truly set her apart. Her games drew record-breaking viewership, attracting not just hardcore basketball fans, but casual viewers captivated by her electrifying style. This surge in popularity translated into tangible gains for the WNBA, with increased sponsorships, media coverage, and even whispers that the league was on the verge of turning a profit for the first time in its history. They might be close to turning a profit for the first time ever because of Caitlyn Clark, one commentator remarked. Her influence was so profound that many credit her with paving the way for the creation of the Unrivaled League, a bold new venture that aims to consolidate the best of women's basketball into a global powerhouse.
Has never been done before. Not only has it never been done before in the WNBA, but Caitlyn Clark is now the first rookie in WNBA or
the Unrivaled League, a new frontier. The Unrivaled League represents a seismic shift in women's basketball. Conceived as a platform to showcase the sport's elite talent, it promises high salaries, innovative formats, and a global reach that could rival the WNBA. The league's emerging. Yet, the decision to crown Gray as the best point guard in the world raised eyebrows, particularly among Clark supporters. Was this a genuine assessment of Gray's abilities or a subtle jab at Clark for turning down Unrivaled's overtures? The timing felt suspicious, and the declaration sparked a broader conversation about Clark's place in the sport and the narratives being crafted around her. Chelsea Gray versus Caitlyn Clark, a tale of two-point guards. The comparison between Chelsea Gray and Caitlyn Clark is more than a debate about individual talent. It's a reflection of the evolving role of the point guard in modern basketball. Gray represents the traditional archetype, a floor general who prioritizes playmaking, defense, and leadership. Her ability to orchestrate an offense, deliver in high-pressure moments, and anchor a championship-caliber team is unmatched. She's a proven winner, with a resume that includes WNBA titles, all-star appearances, and an Olympic gold medal. Chelsea Gray is very important to us, Hammond reiterated, a sentiment echoed by teammates and coaches alike. Clark, on the other hand, embodies the new school point guard, a dynamic, score-first playmaker who stretches defenses with her long-range shooting and dazzles with her passing.
NBA history to be named Player of the Week for 3 consecutive weeks, and each week has been more impressive.
Her ability to drop 30 points one night and dish out 19 assists the next makes her a unique threat. At just 23 years old, she's already rewriting the record books and redefining what's possible at the position. Caitlyn Clark is a superstar, not a female superstar. She's a superstar, one analyst declared on our YouTube channel. Her youth and limitless potential suggest a ceiling higher than anyone currently playing. The debate over who deserves the title of best point guard is less about diminishing either player and more about highlighting the richness of talent in women's basketball. Gray's experience and poise make her a formidable force, while Clark's explosive style and cultural impact position her as a game changer. Yet, the Unrivaled League's decision to elevate Gray over Clark felt like a calculated move, one that some interpreted as a response to Clark's rejection. It seemed like an indirect swipe at Clark for not fitting their story, one commentator noted, pointing to the timing and context of the claim. This narrative wasn't just about basketball, it was about power and perception. Clark's decision to chart her own path challenged the expectations of a league that saw her as its golden ticket. By declining Unrivaled's offer, she asserted control over her career, a move that drew both admiration and criticism. Some pundits framed her choice as a betrayal of the sport's growth, arguing that her star power could have elevated Unrivaled to new heights. Others praised her for staying true to her vision, recognizing that her influence transcends any single league. The disrespect debate, a larger pattern.
Caitlyn Clark is a superstar. Not a female superstar, she is a superstar. She moves the needle. The WNBA.
The claim that Chelsea Gray is the best point guard in the world wasn't just a point of contention. It sparked a broader discussion about how athletes, particularly women, are treated when they defy expectations. Clark's experience with Unrivaled and the subsequent commentary revealed a troubling pattern. Athletes who assert control over their careers often face scrutiny and disrespect. It's real damn frustrating, one fan vented on our YouTube channel.
NBA has been looking for someone who moves the needle. The ratings just came in. Caitlyn Clark's game on Sunday did a bigger number than
You see someone like Chelsea Gray, who played 9 minutes, went 0 for 2 with 3 assists and 2 turnovers, being propped up as the best, while Clark's achievements are downplayed. The criticism aimed at Clark wasn't an isolated incident. Women in sports are frequently judged more harshly for their decisions, whether it's choosing a team, negotiating contracts, or prioritizing personal goals. Clark's refusal to join Unrivaled was seen by some as a rejection of progress, a narrative that conveniently ignored her transformative impact on the WNBA. Caitlyn Clark has brought different eyes to the W, one analyst noted. Middle America fell in love with this young white girl who played her heart out at Iowa, and that's brought new fans to the league. Her ability to expand the WNBA's audience and elevate its profile is undeniable, yet the disrespect persisted. Clark, for her part, remained unfazed. She let her performance on the court do the talking, delivering one jaw-dropping game after another. Her composure in the face of criticism only endeared her further to her supporters, who saw in her a role model for resilience and authenticity.
Another record being broken, not even record being broken, because you've seen our 5th most watched broadcast since 2001.
Everybody respects what Caitlyn is doing for the W, said one commentator. She's brought a new audience, and that's something the league has been searching for. Stephanie White and the future of Caitlyn Clark. As Clark prepares for her 2nd season in the WNBA, the arrival of new Fever coach Stephanie White signals a turning point. White, known for her strategic acumen and ability to maximize player potential, is the perfect mentor for a talent like Clark.
Every single one of these games has Caitlyn Clark in it. Every single one of them. And not only that, it's not just to watch Caitlyn Clark. This Indiana Fever team are so fun to watch.